Today, we'll discuss how to win the battle against a narcissist and whether narcissists are truly capable of feeling love. We are going to dissect why you were drawn to that void, what you were searching for in that mirror, and which reality this destructive experience is trying to wake you up to. If you are ready, we begin speaking. If you are watching this video right now, you are likely fighting a ghost. The person in front of you is sometimes the most compassionate savior in the world, and other times, your most ruthless executioner. There is a single question echoing in your mind. Which one is real? The answer might shake you. Neither. You are not with a person. You are with a void full of reflections. Narcissism is not just a personality trait. It is a structural collapse of the soul, not of the pain, but of the mechanism. Descending into these depths can be jarring. If you wish to continue exploring the anatomy of your soul with us, join our community and subscribe. Because here, we don't just talk, we seek to understand. Psychology views narcissism as the construction of a false self, a persona that cannot exist without external admiration, known as narcissistic supply. Whether it is a shouting, grandiose narcissist or a vulnerable narcissist who exploits through the role of a victim, they all share one common core, enslaving the outside world to suppress a massive internal sense of inferiority. Sufism defines this condition not as a character flaw, but as a disease of istikbar, spiritual arrogance. The narcissist is at the peak of the nafs-i amare, the commanding self. They have made their own desires their deity. For them, there is no other, only objects that serve their own claim to existence. Kibir, arrogance, and ukub, self-admiration, have woven such armor around their heart that the light of truth cannot penetrate. They are both the worshiper and the victim of an idol they created, their own ego. The narcissist's greatest achievement is destroying your trust in your own reality. They accomplish this through two primary techniques: gaslighting, mental blackout. I never said that. You're too sensitive. You've lost your mind. Over time, these simple sentences break your internal compass. You begin to believe in their validation rather than your own eyes. This is mind control. The manipulation is complete the moment you start begging your executioner to save you. Flying monkeys and triangulation. The narcissist doesn't just fight you, they use the people around you, your family, your friends, as weapons. They convince them that you are unstable. While you seek help from the outside, you find yourself trapped within a communication triangle constructed by the narcissist. A concrete example. In the heat of an argument, the narcissist never resolves the issue. Instead, they take your reaction, your shouting or your crying, and show it to those around you, saying, "See how unstable my partner is?" Your reaction is turned into your own warrant of guilt. Against the narcissist's attacks, you must adopt two strategic stances. Gray rock. The narcissist feeds on your emotions. Your anger is fuel to them. Your tears are power. When you become a gray rock, you become the most boring, most emotionless object in the world. Yes, no, maybe. When you provide zero emotional data, their supply is cut off. This is not a punishment. It is an act of setting boundaries. Hoovering. The moment you begin to pull away, the narcissist suddenly acts healed. They send messages like, "I've completely changed," or "I'm dying without you." Remember, a vacuum cleaner doesn't suck up the dust because it loves the carpet. It does so to pull it back inside. This is merely an attempt to regain control. At this point, the only solution is no contact. Now, we have reached the most jarring part. We have analyzed the narcissist outside, but what about the need inside? Let's set aside blame and the labels of good and evil. Focus only on this question: why were you drawn to that void? The motivation underlying being with a narcissist is often a hidden narcissism that you may not even be aware of. We call this the savior complex. The belief that only I can heal them is actually a subtle way of feeling more powerful and special than your partner. You tethered your self-worth to being someone's most special. The narcissist's initial phase of love bombing fed your own hunger to be seen and adored. Why didn't you leave? Because in your childhood, you learned to earn love by trying harder or sacrificing yourself. The narcissist brought that familiar pain back to you. Your brain mistook chaos for love. This relationship didn't come to show you how bad the narcissist is. It came to show you how you have sacrificed your own worth to the validation of another. Your narcissist is, in fact, your externalized inner voice. When they belittled you, you were actually hearing the "I am inadequate" voice that you have been telling yourself for years. This experience is the most difficult yet effective lesson provided to silence that voice and discover where your center, the self, truly lies. A narcissistic experience is the soul being laid upon an operating table. table. Our goal is not to change that person. It is for you to reach a level of spiritual maturity where you no longer tether your worth to someone else's loyalty or validation. Look in the mirror and ask, when will I completely cut my focus on the other and return to my own self? Anatomy of self. Because you cannot change what you do not understand. If this video lit a small light on your inner journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Remember, until you change, the image in the mirror will never change.